that rocks under stress can deform, break, or fracture. And it depends on nature of the rock, temperature, pressure, and time. So please, this is important. So we are going to discuss now. Rocks can deform elastically, break or fracture, deform elastically, break or fracture, and whether it will deform elastically, that means whether it will deform like this or it will break and fracture, that will depend on the type of rock, that depends on the temperature of the rock, that depends on the pressure, and also depends on the time. So 4 things are important in order to understand whether the rocks will deform elastically or will break and fracture. Okay? Please write down when you're finished copying it. Whenever there is no quiz, many students feel like, they think that they're not coming. Please write down. Okay, great. Now, when we see a mountain, how is a mountain formed? The mountain is formed, mountains, you can see mountains. If you look at this particular slide very carefully, you can see mountains in most of the plate boundary. Most of the plate boundary has shown as mountain. For example, if you look at this, 1 second. If you look at this South American plate boundary with Nazca plate and South American plate, if you look at the boundary between these two plates, you will see mountains are formed here. These are called Andes Mountains. Also, mountains are formed in the middle of the plate, which is over here, Appalachian Mountain. Then mountains are formed. In different other places, also in the plate boundary, like Himalaya Mountain is formed here. Himalayas is formed here. 1 second, where is Himalayas? I think this side, yeah. Give me 1 second. Looking for Himalayas in Eurasian side. So Himalaya is formed in this side, okay? And then we have in Japan, if you look at it, Filipino plate, there's a lot of mountains formed here. So all these mountains are formed in different places along with the plate boundary. Now, the process of, please write it down, the process of mountain building or episode of mountain building is termed as orogeny. It's written at the bottom of the slides. Please write it down that an episode of mountain building is termed orogeny. Okay, orogen is a mountain and orogeny is a process. It's termed as orogeny. Okay, done. And it involves, so we were doing we were doing earthquakes. So just remember that it involves folding, faulting, earthquake, volcanic activities, all of this process together. Because just think about it, tremendous amount of rocks, tremendous, a huge lithospheric plate is getting damaged because of this process. So it is called orogen, and it is, just remember that the term is called orogeny. Orogeny is a process of mountain building. Very important, and please copy it, that orogeny is a process of mountain building. Orogeny is a process of mountain building. Okay, orogeny, the process of mountain building. So after this, we are going to talk about the geologic processes produced by stress. Please write it down. The geologic processes produced by stress. Now, when stress can produce, now one thing I'll say that uh, over here, that we have plastic deformation, okay? So just remember when, please write it down, that when there is a change of the, take 1 second.